going to make a potato salad, which everybody seems to like. So what we need is, you can see, as you see on the picture, potatoes, eggs, mayo, pickles, onions, peas and carrots, and salt. I'm using yellow potatoes. They're easy to peel, cook pretty fast. Red potatoes are much harder to peel. Now I start out by washing the potatoes and the eggs. Fill the pot with water and let it cook till the potatoes are semi-soft, because if they're too soft, then they start falling apart when you're cutting them up. Now you won't need so many potatoes, because you probably would be making smaller amount of potato salad, but because I'm making it for everybody, I need a lot of potatoes and a lot of eggs. Okay. And I forgot pepper. Of course you need black pepper. And we actually have white pepper here, not black pepper, because they didn't have any in the store. Okay. You have to fill your pot with water so that it covers completely the eggs and the potatoes. And then you let it cook. That's it. Okay, I always add salt to the water, because as you know, potatoes need a lot of salt. And that's it. Now it can cook. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up the onion. Get it all ready. I should have Nick here. He can chop onions very, very fine, much faster. So you want to make sure your onions are chopped very fine. It's not good to have big chunks of onion in a salad. Pickles ready. That way, once the potatoes are all cooked and peeled, I have it all ready just to mix together. And I like to chop up the pickle very, very fine. It can be a little tricky sometimes because it's so slippery. In a little container. Usually I only use one pickle, but because I'm making such a large amount and there's so many potatoes, I'm going to use 2 pickles this time around. So I think the potatoes are cooked now. I can easily stick the fork in, but they're not falling apart, so it's done. We drain the water. Let it cool a little bit, because the potatoes are way too hot to handle. That's the problem. You should have potatoes about the same size, because the smaller ones get done before the big ones. Use paper towel or something to hold the potatoes in, because they're hot. The eggs are cooling in cold water. Next, I peel the eggs. Then when that's done, I'll start chopping everything up. When it's all chopped up, then I'll start mixing it all together. So this is what happened, just as I tried to warn you. I think I left these in too long and they're falling apart on me when I'm cutting them up. Makes it a little bit more difficult because you're chopping up bits and pieces. And I mean, they're still usable, but it's a little bit more awkward. I like to chop up my potatoes in small chunks. I don't like big chunks in my potato salad, but that's my preference. Next, after the potatoes are diced, we do the eggs. Chop them up, small pieces, and put them together in a container with the potatoes. Okay. Now we can add the onions. Pickles. We need peas and carrots.
So a big batch, you got 2 cans here.
Yeah, usually I have only one. That's a lot of carrots and peas. Salt. I try not to put too much salt in there because the mayo is salty, and you can always add salt, but you cannot take it out. So pepper. It's all to taste. You can always add stuff as you go along. And mayo. Okay. And now you stir. Whoa. Yeah, I think we're going to use practically the whole jar of mayo for this. Usually I'm about half a jar to 3/4. Yeah, it looks, we don't want it to be dry. This is hard work. Oh. So from start to finish, it might take you up to 2.5 hours. That includes cooking the potatoes. So it's a little bit of time consuming, but I guess it's worth it.
It is.
Okay, done. You want to taste?
Okay.
More.
Delicious.
Does it need anything?
Oh, maybe a little salt.
Well, no, you can add salt because most people like less salt than we do. So